Hello and welcome to Certified Business Consultant. We're going to be talking about client types today. This is going to be really important for you to pay attention to because we deal with four main types of clients. Let's get started. Client types. So we've come up with four different types of clients from all the people I've met with, from all the research I've done. So we have shakedown, dollars and cents, the precision maker, and the one. So let's start with the shakedown client. The shakedown client's an information gatherer. They probably don't make the decision. However, these people are sometimes trouble to deal with because they're going to ask you a million questions. They're going to try to get your costs right off the bat, which in my opinion is kind of bad taste. But a lot of the people that are working for the decision makers are like this, and it's purposeful. So don't take offense when they ask you a lot of questions. And even if you can't quite answer them right, make sure you get them a semblance of an answer. These people, they can be sometimes title driven. Like I said, they work for the boss. And but they'll reference the boss to reference their own quote unquote power that they have. But this is one type of client that you might get, and it might be one you get often. Let's move on. So dollars and cents. This is your budget guy or gal. So these are the people who might have been burnt in the past. They might, they're looking at every single cent that passes through their hands as very precious. They're lacking trust. Like I said, they might have been burnt. They lack vision. I mean, seriously, as a budget person, sometimes you can't see the forest through the trees, and that's pretty unfortunate. Because if you're looking at what we provide as a consultant, you can provide so much so much bang for your buck that it's almost ghastly to think the amount of expense they'll spend on maybe a full-time employee with benefits or a period of 3 to 5 years to do what we can do in maybe a couple months. Let's move on. The precision maker. So this is a person who needs to be very precise. Sometimes they do make decisions, but a lot of times they're typically not the final decision maker. We're talking about being precise. We're talking about being sharp, being prepared, doing your research. So when they ask you a question about them or their company, you can say, well, I learned online the other day that you have done this, this, and this, and this is your strongest product. This is where I see myself fitting to help you. So they're going to want to know a lot of questions as well, just like the shakedown, but in a different way. Lastly, we have the one. We're not talking about Neo from the Matrix. We're talking about the ideal client. They are the decision maker. This is a person with the money. They can make it happen, and it's really important that if you get someone like this, in my past experience, I was a superintendent of plant operations, so I was given a multi-million-dollar budget, and I could make big decisions. I could spend $50, $75, $200,000 at one time, and part of that was being able to say, okay, if someone came in and said, I have this great product for you, a great service, they need to be fully vetted. I don't want to deal with someone who comes in and doesn't really know their product well enough to know how it can enhance my campus or my person or my business. So make sure you know what to do when you get the one. And lastly, summary. 4 types of clients. Talking about shakedown, dollars and cents, precision maker, and the one. We're also talking about customer centricity. Customer centricity is absolutely imperative and very important that you always look at from a customer's point of view. You are your own customer sometimes, so think about what you would like. Treat them how you want to be treated. Actually, treat them better than how you want to be treated. Be prepared. We're going to talk about this later. Be prepared for anything. Also, build your relationships. There's this website called The Art of Manliness, and I know it's not for everybody, but at the same point, they talk about deepening your relationships, not just because they're transactions or transactional, but deepening them with purpose and making them important, making those relationships part of your life because they're important to you. Their business is your business at the end of the day. Lastly, follow-up. We'll talk about that as well. Follow-up is so important. Make sure that if you're going to have a meeting, make sure you plan on following up because you shouldn't have a meeting if you don't. And these types of clients, all 4 of them, they want to be followed up with.